Melissa and I were riding in the car listening to this Jordan B. Peterson podcast in which he was talking about Pinocchio and how it's such a good myth explaining how a lot of us are really puppets it kind of was talking about what I was talking about, being a slave to myself. Like, there are forces inside me that I don't even understand, not just forces out there. It's not just like the society is bad and they're controlling me. It's like, actually, I'm like a puppet to my emotions. And he's talking about, this is that myth has a lot to say to our society. One of the things that it talks about is Pleasure Island, that the way that these kids get enslaved and turned into donkeys to go work at a salt mill is by rich people behind the scenes giving these kids what they want. Pleasure Island. It's an amusement park. And Melissa just all of a sudden, like a bolt of lightning, paused it, and she was like, didn't Disney have a Pleasure Island? And I think they've since closed it, but we went to Pleasure Island in 1999 for my graduation. Like our school, our class of 1999 went to Pleasure Island. And like Walt Disney was at that moment rolling over in his grave, because Pinocchio is the defining myth for Disney World. It's a defining myth for everything that is Disney. When you wish upon a star, it's referenced every single time you watch a Disney movie. And it never even occurred to me. And I'm usually like the real, thoughtful, philosophical one. But she pointed out, I was like, that is ridiculous. And that is a symbol of what's wrong, what has happened to Disney. I mean, they still have all the copyright and all the intellectual property, but they've lost the soul of what Disney was about. I would watch Disney, Mickey's Clubhouse, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come on inside, it's fun inside. You can't rhyme inside with inside, people. Stop doing that. You're freaking Disney. You can hire a songwriter for crying out loud. Come inside, it's fun inside. No, unacceptable.
Then you think of Bizaardvark. You think about these new school Disney shows. Bizaardvark featuring Jake Paul, not even in the starring role, but he's gone over onto Craft a YouTube channel that basically is an uninhibited, bratty kid living his own Pleasure Island for all to see on his YouTube channel, and gets millions of views, and everyone talks about him. I mean, he's just always dominating YouTube now. Like, that is the exact opposite of everything Disney meant to be. No longer is it Jiminy Cricket, that is their symbol. It's Jake Paul. Like, that's your legacy. So Pleasure Island was the part of Pinocchio that was supposed to serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of consumption and your desires, like becoming your puppet master. And now it's just become what Disney is about. Just have fun and consume and eat because we want you to be our slaves. Be a puppet. So I think this is an example of a company that's lost its whole purpose, or confused its purpose. Disney's purpose wasn't just to make money, it wasn't just to be entertaining, it was to inspire wonder. And some people still get that from Disney. What's another company that you think has lost their mission statement? They've traded it for something else. The thing that defined them when they started out, but now they're doing something totally different. So I'll throw that question to you. And I have gotten some really good feedback from some of the viewers and friends around the world, explanations of your battle with depression, and so I appreciate that, and I will be referencing that anonymously in a future video series. So thank you for the feedback, and let's just keep going and stay strong. Actually, someone said I should say just keep going. Like, sometimes you can't do all those other things, keeping it creative, cross-cultural, constructive, and staying strong. Like, all you can really muster up the energy to do is just to keep going. So keep going, and if you can keep going long enough, then stay glorious and stay strong.